Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Training Industry Learning Tech Showcase, AI and Training, sponsored by ELB Learning, GP Strategies, Is Easy, Lemonade LXP, and Litmos. I'm a Remote Events Manager here at Training Industry, and I'm thrilled you were here with us today. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly go over just a few housekeeping items to help you interact with our speaker and get the most out of today's program. Throughout today's event, please feel free to use the chat for comments and submit questions in the Q&A panel. All questions will be addressed during the event or at the end of the program during our Q&A section. At the end of the event, you'll notice a short survey has popped open in your browser. We'd appreciate your thoughts on today's event. And as always, all of our sessions are being recorded and will be archived on trainingindustry.com, and you will receive a follow-up email from us with a link to the on-demand programs. If this is your first Training Industry event, a special welcome goes out to you. Training Industry exists to make connections among learning and development professionals. We offer tons of resources to support your role in L&D through live events like today's Learning Tech Showcase, as well as through articles on our website, our magazine, conferences, research reports, and our podcasts. Visit trainingindustry.com to learn more. And now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you to today's speaker, Paul Ghosh. Paul is a senior solutions consultant at Litmos, bringing over a decade of experience with the company and more than 20 years in the industry. A seasoned leader, Paul is passionate about people development, problem solving, process optimization, and cross-functional collaboration. He excels at unifying teams across departments and thrives on tackling challenges with a confident, solutions-oriented mindset. Above all, Paul is driven by a deep commitment to enabling success for others. Paul, we are very excited to have you here today. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Avery. Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Appreciate the opportunity to connect with you guys and excited to talk about AI and learning today. Litmos is an all-in-one AI-powered solution with a robust content library and a fully functional LMS for employees, partners, and customers. We support over 4,000 customers amongst 30 million users and backed by Francisco partners. Our main goal is for optimal learner outcomes, and our first venture into AI was with our AI video assessment tool to where learners could record themselves and have the AI grade that recording submission. Today, we're going to take a look at some new ways learners can leverage Litmos AI capabilities and streamline administrative workflows. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the learner experience leveraging AI. So as a learner, when I log into the system, we want to make it as easy as possible for learners to find courses that really resonate for your learning audience. The traditional way is just with traditional search, but we've actually enabled something called an AI assistant within Litmos to where I can prompt our AI something very unique and specific and receive some feedback based on that unique prompt. I might be an aspiring manager or leader. And so what I could do is I can prompt the AI, what are some good courses for new managers? And what the AI assistant is going to do is it's going to go through my specific Litmos instance and the courses. Administrators give access to the AI and makes suggestions based on the prompt that I gave it. So you can see right away, it suggested a couple courses here, including leadership and management learning styles, imposter syndrome and new managers, and coaching others. But it's also going to give me a breakdown as to exactly why the AI assistant suggested that course. Now, our main goal is for our learners to be immersed in interacting with course material that's extremely relevant and resonates with them down to the individual level. So I can simply click on this course right here. It's going to take me to this course home screen, and it's going to allow me to just initiate this course right away. So within 30 seconds, I have the ability as a learner to find courses that are extremely relevant to me, that resonate with me, to upskill and reskill myself without administrative resources or intervention needed. This has been a huge disruptor for most of our learners leveraging the Litmos system. But the great thing about the AI assistant is it goes beyond the confines of courses. So you can actually leverage things in the system, leverage documentation outside the confines of a course. So as a learner, I might be onboarding as a new employee within your organization. And as part of that onboarding process, I might have access to policies, procedures, and guidelines. But after that onboarding process, I might need to access that information. So with the AI assistant, I can go in here and look for different policies or procedures that might not be exactly in a course. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a new chat with our AI assistant, and I'll ask it, what is the car expense policy? Again, the AI assistant is going to go through my specific Litmos instance, any documentation I've uploaded. The biggest benefit of this is it's not only produced the policy document that I had access to when I was onboarding, but it actually broke down exactly what that car expense policy was for me. So I don't have to actually download this document, really search for this document. It just provides that information front and center within a matter of seconds. This goes beyond learning. It just enables your users to be more productive and efficient in their day-to-day. They don't have to sift through different systems, sift through different documents like a Google Drive or a SharePoint to find this information. It's just front and center in front of them within a matter of seconds. So again, if I want to actually download the document, I can simply click on that document from the AI assistant and download that and read through it thoroughly. But the AI assistant essentially gave me the breakdown. But just as a reminder, our main goal is to get our learners immersed in content that's very relevant for them. So another way we could do this is with our AI playlist. And the great thing about the playlist is it just gets relevant courses front and center to your learning audience right on their learning dashboard. It's almost like creating a Spotify playlist. So same thing kind of applies to the AI assistant. I can prompt the AI assistant or the AI playlist. What are some good courses for stress management? So once I click generate, the AI assistant is going to go through the Litmos instance and the courses that it has access to, and it's going to populate those courses for your learners right on the dashboard for quick and easy access. Within a couple clicks, I'm immersing content that's extremely relevant to my specific interest as a learner. So this is just a great way to get your learning audience engaged and leveraging the LMS. But not only are we trying to streamline the learner experience for your learners, we're also looking for ways to streamline administrative workflows, which we'll take a look at next. And it's one thing for your learners to find courses quickly and easily with some of the AI functionality and AI tools we built out for your learning audience, but we want to also help administrators and L&D professionals like you guys to create that interactive material, leveraging the AI to do the heavy lifting. And that's something you could do with our content authoring tool that has those AI functionalities and tools built in. And we'll take a look at that next. So I'm going to switch over to my admin view and build out a course here. I'll simply click on create content, and it's going to allow me to leverage some of the AI abilities within the content building tools that we provide with the Litmos system. So I'll simply prompt the AI to build a course for customer service, the gold standard for customer service excellence. And what I'll do is I'll determine exactly how long I want this course to be. We understand the sweet spot is generally 5 to 20 minutes, but we'll make this course around 10 minutes, generate the learning objectives. The AI is going to do all the heavy lifting for me and build this out. We can always edit these objectives, but if I'm good with these objectives, I'll simply click on generate outline. And it's actually going to generate the outline for the course. So again, we want to streamline this process for you, have the AI do the heavy lifting, eliminate a lot of the manual processes. So as an L&D professional, you have the time to spend on more important day-to-day tasks. But it looks like my objectives are built out, so I'm actually going to have it build the course itself. So once this is done, it's built the outline of the course. It's really built the majority of the course, but we don't want to eliminate the human element here, right? We just want to help streamline and supplement it. And you can easily go in and start modifying the course to fine tune it. So this first section of this course is going to be text-based. I can go in here and even modify this first section leveraging AI. So I'll just make this section a little bit shorter with the AI, and it's going to do that on my behalf. Now, the best thing about the Litmos content authoring tool is we have all kinds of components you can leverage to build out this interactive material. And so right here, you'll notice we have some storytelling components. These are going to be text-based components to add to your courses, but you'll also notice a little AI enhanced icon next to these. So we're going to provide that AI functionality down to the component level as you leverage different components. There's multiple types of components available. Storytelling components for text-based type material you want to build out, audio-visual components, leveraging video, audio files. You can even embed YouTube videos as needed. Then these interactive components. The amazing thing about the interactive components is you're really giving the ability for your learners to actually interact with the course and be immersive to where they're actually clicking around in the course rather than reading through some text or watching a video. But what's even better is we've also enabled AI for a lot of these interactive components to build out. And we'll actually take a look at that in a little bit here. But we also have some assessment components and question types as well that you can leverage. There's a lot of flexibility here. We can leverage these question types through the course as knowledge checkpoints. We can even build a final assessment. But once I've built the majority of the course with the AI, I can go in and fine tune this. So I might want to add some interactive components and experiences for my learning audience. And maybe I'll just do some grid reveal for customer service best practices. So this is going to be an interactive component I'm adding to this course that I built out with my AI. You'll notice I have the AI icon down to the component level. And again, I can prompt the AI to build out some flip cards or a grid reveal here for me. So I'll just say, what are some best practices? What are some customer service best practices? I'll click create. So the AI is going to essentially do the heavy lifting on my behalf, again, down to the component level. So it's built the majority of the course for me, streamlined that whole process. But now I can fine tune the course with these specific components and also leverage AI to do this. So these components, the best practices should populate fairly quickly here. And it's done that for me. So importance of customer service, using customer service names. If I'm good with this, I'll simply click on keep here. And I have my first interactive component built out within a matter of 30 seconds, leveraging the AI. But again, I can actually fine tune this actual component. If I want, I can go and edit this component. And so it's a fairly straightforward process to build out this material. Really, the goal of AI within Litmos is not only to make courses discoverable for your learners down to the individual level to where they can self-curate, but also help you as an L&D professional really create that interactive material quickly and easily so that you can quickly get those courses in front of your learning audience to really maximize your ROI with the system. We're always looking to enhance our solution, and you'll notice as we come out with more releases for our platform, we're actually going to add more AI functionality to each one of those components. Really, the last thing I'll touch on is the fact that we do not crawl the web like a ChatGPT. We only look at your training database and any materials you give us access to. So the safe approach to AI really won us over for the award from Brandon Hall. But that pretty much wraps it up for me today. I really appreciate the time. I appreciate you guys joining our webinar. We're super grateful for the opportunity to connect with you guys. And I think we're going to do some Q&A now.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Paul, for walking us through that. Yeah, let's dive into questions. And a reminder, if you have questions for Paul, feel free to pop open the Q&A panel to ask those, and we'll make sure to get to them. Okay, I have a question here. What does Litmos implement to ensure the security of customer data during the content uploading process?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, we always, we want to make sure that we don't leverage your data for training our AI, right? So all of the data is going to stay within your instance on our servers. It won't be accessible in any type of open source or public web.
Thank you. Okay, another question here. How does the AI content author tool in Litmos help someone with no instructional design experience create effective training content?
Yeah, I mean, that's, one of the main reasons why we are offering this type of solution, right? Many of our users might not have instructional design experience. A lot of them wear many different hats, including the learning and training initiatives within their organization. And so, with the AI, we just want to make it as easy as possible. If you understand what you want to train on, a topic you want to train about, you can simply prompt the AI to build that out for you and really do that heavy lifting of getting all those details that you might not have access to or the resources to track down.
Awesome. Okay, we have a question here. Is there a storage limit for content materials to be uploaded?
So there is storage limits down to the component level, but no complete storage limit overall. For example, you can have 1 GB video files, but you can have unlimited video files as needed. So it depends on the file type, but we do everything we can to accommodate the various types of media you guys might leverage, and you can leverage as much of it as needed.
Awesome. Okay, we have a question here just like for clarification. Could you repeat if this is available to all current Litmos customers or if there is a separate license required to develop content?
There could be a separate license to develop content with the AI solution. So definitely reach out to your account manager or CSM, and we'll certainly get that clarified for you.
Awesome. We got lots of questions coming in. This is great. Is Litmos providing training completion results based on the responses of the learners or just a pass-fail?
It is based on the completion of the learner, but we can certainly follow up with more details for that if need be.
Okay, thank you. Could you give us an example of how the AI assistant or playlist functionality personalizes the learning experience for different users?
Yeah, I mean it's really down to the prompt level, right? So when they put in the prompt, it's going to be very unique and specific to their prompt. So whether it's the playlist or the assistant, it's each user or individual is going to be able to do that on their own, whatever type of prompt they put in that's specific to them. So it's not going to be the general response. It's going to read the prompt, analyze the courses that are available, analyze the documentation, the assets that are available, and make a recommendation specific to that prompt that's specific to that individual.
Awesome. Okay, another question here from Nicole. Will Litmos AI use the content itself to answer AI questions for a course? And will Litmos collect those questions and maintain them in the AI Q&A or commentary for the course?
Litmos will never leverage any data to train the AI for any type of response outside of your Litmos instance. So what that means is it's specific to your instance as far as leveraging the data. But I think that's something we can follow up with additional details on. Tom, maybe you can make note of that question if you don't mind.
Great, thank you. And then there's a question here. When I believe it says when peers self-curate, what sort of KM is it? Is it just your e-learning profile?
What do you mean by KM?
I'll ask for some clarification there.
Okay.
Chris, let us know what you mean by KM, please. Okay. And it looks like those are, oh, sorry. More questions are coming through. At the beginning of the presentation, you touched on the video coaching functionality. Can you share a little bit more about that feature?
Yeah, essentially as an admin, you could build out something called a video assessment module to where you can ask your learning audience a question to record themselves. A big use case for that is sales training, right? Where we may have our learners pitch a new product. And then you can actually put in that within that module itself, like words we want to avoid, things of that nature. And what we do is we have the AI actually grade the response. An admin can grade it as well, but it's based on words that you're looking to avoid, tonality, and things of that nature. So that was our first venture into AI quite a while ago, and it was, something specific to administrators, but obviously we want to streamline all kinds of workflows in the platform, not only for admins, but also create a more positive experience for learners as well.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, I have clarification on KM, knowledge management. So when peers self-curate, what sort of knowledge management is it? Is it just your e-learning portfolio?
So I think, and Ken, just correct me if I'm wrong, feel free to throw it in the chat. Avery, do you mind repeating the question one more time?
Absolutely. When peers self-curate, what sort of knowledge management is it? Is it just your e-learning profile or portfolio? I'm sorry.
So it's based on the prompt, but the prompt will have access to whatever curriculum or documentation you allow the AI to access. And I apologize, Ken, if I'm not answering the question. We can certainly table that one and respond, but I think that's what you're asking about.
I see Tom also put here in the chat, yes, we use the content within a course to answer the questions.
Thanks, Tom.
Awesome. Okay, well, that looks like we got to all of the questions here. Paul, do you have any last remarks you want to share with our audience before I close this out for the day or for this session?
No, I again appreciate that. Thanks, Avery. I appreciate the opportunity to connect with everyone. Again, if you have any additional questions, let us know, and certainly look forward to connecting next time.
Awesome. Thanks again, Paul, and thanks for taking all this time to do some Q&A with us. We are actually going to be taking just a brief break here, and up next, we have our next session with ELB Learning for their session, Real-Time Role Play and Rapid Authoring Experience, AI-Powered Learning in Action. So in just a minute, we will end this session, and you can return to the event lobby and go to the session tab to access the next session. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.